the men's Royal Rumble match. Now, we've got some big names already announced. Edge said he's going to come back. We've got Randy Orton with his burn face. He's going to be in there. What do we think is going to happen in the men's Royal Rumble match?
I want to say this because I've heard people say it online, and I'm like, do you know how dumb you sound? There was multiple people saying, I don't know why WWE announced Edge was going to be in the Royal Rumble. He should have been a surprise entrant. I was like, that would mean he would have been a surprise entrant for the third time. Yeah. Is that really that much of a surprise?
Yeah. They want more people to watch. They want more people to watch, and if you go, Edge is on it?
Uh-huh. Oh, okay, yeah. Let me see.
Right. People have heard of Edge that aren't watching now that may tune in now.
Yeah.
So you advertise it.
On top of it, on top of it being just a repeated surprise entrant, it doesn't like feel the same. Like, okay, when he did the surprise return, I forget what year it was, when Jericho was in the ring, like that felt like something. When he came back last year, same kind of thing, because it had been a long time. It meant something. Now it's like, surprise entrant 2 years in a row. Okay, cool, but just say he's in there. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, his gimmick can't be the surprise entrant at the Royal Rumble, right? So far, now that he's officially back, he's been the surprise entrant at the Royal Rumble. That's been the height of it. And he had a good match with Randy Orton. He can't then just come back and be the surprise. Like, we can't do this circle of and then he's a surprise entrant, and then he has a match with Randy Orton, and then he's a surprise entrant. It's like, we got to do more stuff with this guy.
Well, yeah,
than just
especially
two things.
Because right when he left, the big focus was, I can still do this. I'm going to do this. Oh, I got injured. Crap, I can't do this. Well, now it's not a surprise. We're expecting you back. So we'll go, okay, hey, get in here, goddammit. It's been a while. Let's go, right? It's not like oh, my God. So, yes, I agree. But who you got taking this thing?
Yeah, we'll do your lock pick of the month and then your dark horse pick of the month.
My first one might not necessarily be a good favorite, but I don't know. I think he deserves that moment. Daniel Bryan.
Oh, God, wouldn't that be great? Oh, I think he's awesome. I think, that's...
I want the Plainest champion back. I want him to win it. I want him to do the Plainest champion thing. We didn't get the whole... we've talked about this where he could go up against a pseudo corporation. This is where I would like an authority figure back. And they're mad at him for pushing his evil liberal agenda, and he's demanding things, right? Because he's the champ, right? He's demanding all vegan catering, and everybody's getting pissed at him, right? Like he's ruling it with an iron fist. And this is right up McMahon's alley. I'm surprised he hasn't written this already. You know what I mean? Like, and just have Daniel Bryan just everything, right? Anything plastic is swatting out of people's hands, right? Any saturated fats is getting thrown at, you know what I mean, back in their face. Everything. Go ham on it and make it, which is, again, why are we booing this guy? Right? He's saying the good things, but yet boo this man. I want that back, and I would love if he could win the Rumble and kind of kickstart that again. But, anyway. Yeah.
Well, and also, as we were just talking about, WWE doesn't always have the best perfect timing. And so it would be very appropriate for WWE to be 4 years too late when it should have been Daniel Bryan in 2016. Instead, it was Roman Reigns, to then go like, but aren't you happy now? It's 2021. And he's like, okay, but I'm kind of into this is the end of my career. I kind of want to transition out of this. I don't want to be the guy again. But yeah, that would feel very WWE for that to happen. But I would like to have him win the Rumble because it should be on his resume. He's Daniel fucking Bryan. You know what I mean? So, anyhow, go ahead, Justin. I'm sorry.
And then for my dark horse, it kind of goes back to what we were saying earlier. I'm not 100% sure if we're done with Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, because my dark horse would be Kevin Owens. We get a big rematch at WrestleMania with some sort of stipulation to end it. And on the big stage, Kevin Owens wins the championship. I'd love it.
That would be great. Yeah, I like that. Good picks. Good picks. All right, Tim, what do you got?
Man, there's so many that when I reach out, again, their storylines, there's nothing big that's sticking out outside of like your Roman Reigns storyline, just in general from WWE, that's like a major focus. So that could go either way. So anybody in this Royal Rumble, there's so many big names that I feel like, sure, they could just decide this is the storyline we want to go with, But I feel like the winner of this thing I've been struggling. They don't have Keith Lee listed right now on WWE.com. So I'm going to not pick him because I thought he was the guy that was going to win. But I'm going to go with Big E. I think they're going to put Big E in this spot. I think they're just, it's kind of the same reason we thought they may go with like a Bianca Belair. I think they're going to do that with Big E, right? It's the, hey, we're going to put this guy in the big spotlight on the main stage. We're going to build his whole story about how he's finally reached this pinnacle in his career. That's the focus they've been going with on there. However, my dark horse is Bobby Lashley. I think Bobby Lashley could come away with this, and the Hurt Business for all we're all whatever he could finally take back over as the CEO of the Hurt Business and be like, no, I'm in charge. You're going to listen to me. We're not having problems anymore. You guys are going to do what I say, right? I think that's where we go. Maybe, and that's where we eventually get more infighting because MVP's like, hey, wait a minute, I thought I was the boss, man, right? Like, and they just start kind of playing because I think that could be a dark horse angle they go. So those are my picks.
That's such a good idea because you could easily do this kickoff show. It's Matt Riddle versus Bobby Lashley. Matt Riddle through some like stoner joke kind of a roll up finish or something. Yeah. Gets the U.S. title, right? So then he's U.S. champion. We got that at WrestleMania with him walking out as the United States champ. But then Bobby Lashley wins. Then the Hurt Business collectively is like, fuck you, Drew McIntyre. We are taking you out. The Hurt Business goes after Drew McIntyre. That's the fucking story they love of the underdog, the numbers are against them kind of story. Oh, that's a good idea. It's wrong, but that's a good idea. Good idea. All right, so here's mine. Or did you go dark? No, that was your dark horse.
Right.
I apologize. All right, so you guys are all wrong. Great picks. Love them all, but they're wrong. The winner is going to be the babyface return to get Roman Reigns in line as the Shield and Shield guy. It's the return of Seth Rollins coming out to his Burn It Down theme, and he wins the Royal Rumble. And it's the big match, but then because there's no fans, it doesn't cost him anything because Seth Rollins isn't a Rock or Brock Lesnar type of pay, right? So they're not going to make their money as if they were to pay The Rock or Brock Lesnar, but you're going to get the, hey man, you're not the guy that was in the Shield. And hey man, you need to be like, who is this head of the table? The guy I know, blah, 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 blah. No one's going to fucking care, but they will. It's going to be a fun pop. It's going to be a fun, oh wow, Seth is back. But because he had a baby, he can't be the heel anymore because we all love him because now he's a father. He's going to play the whole, I've seen the light as a dad. I'm a new man. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Roman versus Seth Rollins. That's the main event at WrestleMania. He wins the Royal Rumble. I don't like it. But that's what's going to happen. My dark
son of a
horse,
bitch.
Yeah, I know. I hate it. Don't trust me. I literally almost walked into the ocean today of how upset I was that I thought about that.
That's a pretty long walk.
Yeah, I tell you, I was pretty upset. So my dark horse goes again with Roman Reigns because I think Raw is 3 hours, and I think they identify like we need more segments to get time filled as we go into WrestleMania. So I think that's where we're going to get the Goldberg and Sheamus and Drew McIntyre triple threat like segments on Raw. So I don't think the winners are going to come from Raw. I think they're both going to come from SmackDown so they don't have to tell those stories on SmackDown. So my dark horse pick is going to be Brock Lesnar.
I knew it.
Brock Lesnar, and then we get Paul Heyman doing this, who do I love more, the old guy or the new guy? And then it's going to go, he might even be the special guest referee. I would not be shocked if we saw the special guest referee of Paul Heyman in a match between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. I don't like any of these, but that's what's going to happen.
I was, Paul Heyman got me with when he like with the thing on SmackDown when he was like, oh, you think you're tough? He's like, fucking jerk or whatever. He's like, I'll fucking kick your ass right now. And I was like, oh shit. And I was like, oh man, this is great. And then like I thought I was like, we're gonna get this. And then Roman Reigns playing that, he's like, I didn't fucking tell you to fucking pick a fight with that guy. He was like, I just told you to fucking. He's like, I thought you. And that like all of that was great writing, and that was well done by Paul Heyman because I thought I was like, holy shit, Paul Heyman's gonna go out there and throw hands. This is gonna be great.
Yeah.
The big swerve with Paul Heyman though it'll go down to, oh, which one do I like more? Which one do I like more? It'll come down to WrestleMania. And then Paul Heyman walks out and goes, no. I'm going to bring back my old client that everybody loves, and he's been so missed. And out comes Matt Morgan.
Oh, I thought you were going to go. I thought you were going to go Kurt Hawkins, or not Kurt Hawkins. Mr. Perfect's son.
Yeah,
Curtis Axel.
Curtis Axel. Yeah, Kurt. I thought you were going to say Curtis. Yeah, hurt his asshole. It's hurt his asshole.
Actually, Curtis Axel might be better, but I was thinking, like, obviously, I'm kind of leaning into Phil, who hasn't been around for a wonderful 7 years. But there was the fact of, I lead to that, make it sound like that. But no, Matt Morgan, who hasn't been wrestling in a long time, now is a mayor of some town in Florida, obviously Florida. Mm-hmm. But no, and I almost said Nathan Jones, but I feel like that would have went over a lot of people's head.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. WrestleMania 19. What a shit match that was. He didn't even make it into the match. Ah, that was a fun time. Fun time in WWE. But so is this.